Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's session we are going to learn about file handling using Python. So mainly Python can be used to open a file, read a file or write a file as well. So there are different kind of file extensions that you can work with. It could be a text file, it could be a CSV. So CSV is basically comma separated files. It could be Excel file, it could be images, videos, anything can be read or that can be write with Python. It's a very handy tool, especially if you are working with data, you are working as a data scientist or data engineer, you are working for data mining firms, or even if you are an engineer, this tool is very useful to you. So let's get started. It can be done with open command. So let's dive into it. Python. So this is the directory we are currently working in. So just f is an object. F will be defined as open. This open command is used to actually open a file and then you can read or write it. So here you will define file name. So let's give it a name first.txt. So we are working with text files, that's why it's .txt. Now after that you have to do comma, and then you have to specify here what you want to exactly do with the file. You want to read it, then just type write R. So R is just to read that file. You cannot change any of the data, but you can just read that data. You can write W. If you are writing W, then it will be specifically opened to write data onto that file. If the file name doesn't exist, then it will create a new file, but if the file name is already existing, then it will overwrite that file. So please just keep in mind that it will overwrite the file. If you want to append into that file, then use A, which is for append. Okay, you can also do RW, so it will be read and write, both thing you can do with that. But we will keep it simple. We will write W. So first.txt doesn't exist. As soon as I press enter, see, new file is created now. So after that you want to insert some of the lines into that file, right? So f dot write, and in double quotation, because it's definitely a string, you are writing a file, it's a string. Write anything you want. So this is my first file with Python. Okay, so that's it. Let's now if you want to just move out of it, then f dot close. Please don't forget this, it's very important. So now when I open the file, see, this is my first file with Python. Now let's just add some other lines. This is second line, this is third line. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will use the same. Okay, let's use f only. F is equal to open first.txt, but this time let's go for read. Okay, so after reading, there are multiple things you can do. You can just do f.read. It will read all the possible thing in that file. Now again, if you do, it will give you nothing, because it wherever it has been stopped, it will start from that point only. So if you have missed it, you have to close it, you have to open it again. Okay, now if you write f is equal to f.read, it will read all of things that is present in that file, and it will give it to A. So let's see what is A. So A is string. This is my first line with Python. \n is y, because it's a new line. This is second line, again new line, and then this is third line, and again new line. Okay, so that's it. Let's close this file. Now we'll see some of the other things that we can do. Okay, now there is another thing that you can do, f.read, and you can actually write number of bytes that you want to read from that file. So 4. So this THIS, there are 4 bytes. Now if I write f dot read 1, it will read only one byte, and that byte is empty space, that's why it's just blank. Now if I do f dot read 3, then is and space, so there I, s and space, those are 3 bytes it will read from that line. Now just look at this, after it stopped here it will read this, then this. So how you will be able to know that where it has stopped? So you can just do f dot tell, and it will tell you at which current position it is. So 8, so it is from like t a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so it is at this position now. So yeah, you can do that. And another easy thing that you people generally do is read line. So what it will do is it will read a whole line. So my first file with Python, and again you do f dot read line, then it will do this is second line, again you do this is third line, and after that there's nothing present in that file. Okay, so that's it. This is the main thing that you would like to do with that. Now let's close this file. Okay, now let's do f is equal to open. Now let's open that file for appending. Okay, so now if you write f dot write for adding a new line, okay, so those are 17 bytes that has been added or appended to that file. Now let's just close that file, open this file, and let's see. Okay, adding a new line. So that's it. That's very easy to do. You can do CSV files. CSV files are normally, if you want to do many calculations, and then you want to store that data in a tabular format, then it's much better to use a comma separated files. Okay guys, that's it for today's session. See you in the next session. Goodbye.